up, guys? James Palms here. Today,
Here.
looks like it's back to summer now. It's full on summer, pretty much. Sunny and 25, 25, 24, 25 Celsius today. Uh, so obviously, you like the weather, Harley? Psst, psst. You like the weather, kitty? Meow. You like it? Say hi. Some people like the cat, some people don't. Pumpkins, that's the last one. It's starting to get a little rotten. I threw all the rest away. Palms are still looking beautiful. Had a quick little cold shot, and now it's been right around 20 degrees every day, 20, 21, 22 Celsius, that is. So right around 70 Fahrenheit. 70s, even today, probably close to 75. A couple days there close. Even some lows are even in the 60s. Just beautiful. Just really, really warm for November. I've seen it before. This does happen occasionally. It doesn't happen all the time. It's really lovely when it does, but just beautiful. I gotta cut the grass. I got all kinds of stuff to do, but the palms are still looking beautiful. The frond right here. You see the beginning of it right there. This was that free queen palm I got. I cut off all the fronds to get it inside my house because the fronds were too long. Adenidia's pushing out beautiful. I just got them on this side here. They're getting a little extra sun and it pushes against the this is just so you know, when you put a palm right against your house like this, the heat from the sun radiates off and it gets sort of a double effect, kind of gets it a little extra hotter. And if there's a window there stuff, it gets some reflection and extra heat. So this is open in two right now. Got another one, another spear in each of them going. Each of them got 3 new leaves since the sun damage. These sun damage leaves can come off very soon. There's 3 sun damage leaves on each one. That's usually around as many leaves as these Christmas Adonidia palms hold. But it's definitely grown some trunk since I've got it. Now it's getting a little thicker. Probably won't really be able to get rid of this little wow in the trunk because it's probably from lack of needing to be repotted, and it was too long in the pot and lack of nutrition and stuff, but who cares? It's definitely not a long-term palm here. Saw the little sable palmettos looking good. And of course, tons and tons of single-gallon washies already. Not quite sure. I'm going to sell some more of them off. I'm probably going to be limiting my supply down a bit. This is pretty cool too. This one here, I let it sit out all winter, everything, spring, summer, fall, not winter, from the spring. It's been sitting out in really cold weather. And in the spring it actually had spear pull, and all these other leaves died off. I cut them off because of the spider mites and things, but in the spring. But it actually pulled, the center spear pulled out, and it actually has pushed this one out. This is staying in the same grower pot for like 2-3 years. It's like 0 water, 0 anything, just complete neglect, and it's still pushed this out. And I can actually just see now, just by opening that, there's another frond in there. So a Christmas palm can recover from spear pull. Now, the other one, it still has a green leaf here on it, kind of, but it doesn't look good. It's spear pulled too. But it's still solid through here. This tissue should die right off if the palm dies. So maybe if I cut this back, the center spear might actually grow out of there. I don't know. Last, my hot peppers that I'm doing good. There's all those palms though. Chinese fan palm, looking good. Pool's all winterized now. Got these guys sitting out here, these little planters with the flowers in them still. These flowers have kind of done their way. These are the ones, so this is the difference. These are these little tiny ones that I put in the center of these little planters of my wife's. And those are the other ones. And these guys seen -10, and they're not looking good. This one here is looking the best of them all. It's still solid. It won't, that probably didn't kill it. -6 or -7 Celsius. Probably didn't kill it though, unbelievably. So, and that's a tiny palm to take that. There's my little seed growing on. All these seedlings, they loved it too. These tracky seedlings, man, are they cold hardy palms. They took that right on the chin, -6, -7, something like that for one night. They did not bother them at all. This one's opening another frond right now. And the fronds that are there are looking pretty dang good. Let's see if I can get up on the hill a little bit and look. Yeah, these things, it didn't bother them at all, -7. And this one I had the tarp over, so this it would have bothered, but yeah, nothing, no damage, nothing. Looks absolutely perfect. Trunk still expanding. Still keeps growing. Man, oh man. This This is the line. The water lines are underneath there. I gotta fix this grass. It's a mess. It's a little 7-gallon here, needs to be repotted. No flowers today on the hibiscus. It doesn't like the lack of sun. As the sun gets less and less, and I had it in a shady spot. So little hybrids here. Neighbor's doing something, sorry. Everybody's outside because it's like summer, so. Well, it's the big washy at the fence. It was the next morning here. I just figured I'd get a little shot of these guys. I kind of missed the morning sun on them, but they get morning sun here in the front. It's the very next day. See the sun coming in off the washy over there. I just thought I would, this guy here is getting a lot of morning sun. Beautiful. So this is after we had that little cold shot, of course. It doesn't seem to bother them at all. These palms are amazing. I actually like windmills, I think, when they're a little younger and in sun, that they're a little tidier. When you have the old fronds on the bigger ones, when you're looking at a bigger palm, the windmill, you're looking at the bottom underneath the kind of the older, rattier palms. It just gives a rattier look. Beautiful though. Another summer day here. Here's that queen again. Here's the kitty. It's opening up fronds. Let's get another one right there. There's all my little stuff getting sun. Some queens over there. There's my Chinese fan palm. This thing grows pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. I've had it for about a year now, I think. No, longer than a year. I don't know how long. These ones look like crap. This is the crap aisle here. Gave this one to a neighbor. Let him put it in a planter. He let it stay out in the -7. So I think it's okay though. It's got this spear looking good. I can tug on it, but all these leaves here are kind of dead. Yeah, kitty. Beautiful morning here though. It's nice when this walnut loses all its trees. The sun though has such a lower angle this time of the year. Getting close, 40 days or so away from the shortest day of the year. But the windmill is looking good. Just got some of these getting some morning sun. You really got to move them around this time of the year if you want to get the most sun out of them. This guy here steadily opening up a frond. I will say though, the windmills, they don't open a ton of fronds after once the temperatures go below, well, any of the palms, once the temperatures go below 20 for a little while, then they have to go over 20 degrees, which is where we're mid. That's what I was talking about. So yeah, so we're around 20s today. Like we're the 20 for the high. You're only getting there for a couple hours though, like an hour or two. So it's not like you're really there the whole time. Like 20 at night is a good temperature, and then 25 to 30 during the day is when you're going to start to see some growth. More over 20, you'll start seeing growth. 25 is plenty fine for these guys. But this is what I'm talking about, kind of when you look down. Now granted, mine get beaten up from going, in the box, and then they kind of get burned tips, and they're in full sun, and they, there's other reasons. But you're always seeing the lower leaves down here closer to you, and of course the top ones look beautiful, but you don't see it. You're not looking down on it. So that's my thing with the windmill, anyways. Whereas the back of the Mexican fan palm look gorgeous. Like, see, even the backs of them always look nice, and they're just so clean and tidy. Love it. These guys are getting a little sun too. Bananas have started regrowing. I cut them all back. I cut them down because they had that -6 uncovered, and they all died really back. I cut out quite a bit of the trunks off too, just to where it felt really nice and firm. It doesn't feel so nice and firm right now after a lot of heat, but they're pushing. That one's weird. That one's not pushing. Maybe it needs to get cut a little further. I don't know. That one's really firm, but it's not pushing. This one's pushing. Even this little one here, I cut one off right at the ground there. That's pushing even. That one's pushing. This one's pushing the most. This is a pup. This was the mother plant right here. because that's from last year where I cut it. There was other little pups coming out. They all froze off. If you wanted to grow these, you might want to protect them a little earlier and save, like just cut the leaves off. Just let a light frost take us. Maybe some of the leaves are not even, and then protect it maybe with a box, and you could save all the little pups for the whole year type of thing, probably. But they'll grow back more anyways. I wonder if this is going to open this. If we get a few more, it's been like this for not quite a week, but almost a week now. So if the temperatures stay like this, it'll start to reopen some new leaves. Gotta move these guys a little more now. Come back maybe in the afternoon here in a little bit and do a little more. I'll get you a down look at the palmetto when it's in the sun. This guy's trying to open one more. It's just started right there, you can see. Started opening. This is the most recent one. I gotta trim off some of these fronds on this thing though. It's just huge. There's a lot of fronds on this palm. Gonna be tough to get it in the box. I built a new box for it, sized it up, built a new one. So it was gonna be way too big for the old one. What kind of day was it again today, Owen?
It's like summer, winter.
But what is it?
It's right now the month of it's November.
But it's like hot summer weather.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yes. And now turn it on.
Barbecuing up some ribs and chicken. Oh yeah. Nice Bud Light. Banana pushed a lot today. Palm lights are on. You gotta love these summer nights. Can barely reach that. This palm has grown quite a bit of height this year. This one grew a lot too, but because it was set back. Too bad the pool was winterized. If it wasn't winterized, I probably would have been swimming today. Actually, I know I would have been. Just thought I'd give a nice little bonus here in this video, nighttime look. Sort of a full yard update here. It was just a everything sort of video. Had a nice fire last night. Love these nights. It's beautiful. Grass is looking really good too. Gave it a nice cut today. It really needed it. Oh, I forgot to show the palmetto earlier in the sun. There's the washi still looking good. It's hard to see it at nighttime. So giant. I got it in the daylight anyways, but we got to cut down some of those fronds off here before I winterize it. I'm going to give you a look though, because the palmetto actually just started opening fronds. So let me show you that. See the washi over there. So I'm up on my fence here. So this is a convenient thing about the palmettos. They got these little ladder, little footholds so you can climb. If it's a young palm, pretty solid. So after that -6 or 7, that's how the fronds are looking on this guy. I was concerned. I didn't know how much cold these palmettos could take, but I had heard it from people, but it looks beautiful right to the tips. That basically took -7 right on the chin. This one looks like it might be a little different color, but still took it pretty nice. It's no like actual cold damage where it starts going to, but here it's on the back side. You can see it's starting to open a frond right now. That's the next one of the season. It's opening a little prematurely, but this one here is fully out. You can see the petiole there, but the next one's starting to open already. This will be exciting to see. I'm going to try to box this up and lose none of them when I cover this, and I'm going to try to heat it the whole time and see if I can keep a grow light in here somewhere and see if I can keep this baby growing good through the winter. So stay tuned for that. That's going to be different than I normally do. I normally just let it go dormant and let it stay in the dark, and every year it seems to lose all its leaves. So try something different. Like and subscribe for more palm tree videos here in Ontario. Beautiful summery day here. We get a little more weather like this. I'll be making more more palmy videos here in the backyard. Stay tuned for the protection. I know some people have already started protecting, but I'm not gonna. I always watch the weather. I don't do it until it needs to be done. I'll wait a long time if I have to. You don't need to have them in there longer than they need it. If it's good weather, keep them out. Cheers. Later.